Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. Today's video I wanted to talk about the Walking Dead world, of course, but Dead City in particular. It was revealed here through a few different social media accounts. I want to say maybe even the official Walking Dead one, but just a couple of them I saw floating through Facebook, that they are mostly done with the filming of Season 2 of Dead City. And they kind of commemorated it, I guess, with a couple of pictures. More so just one picture, I guess. It was with Kim Coates and Lauren Cohan, just kind of celebrating that they are to the, I'd say probably 80% point of filming. They've got about 2 weeks left from what they've put out there. But I guess I just want to talk about Dead City Season 2. We're supposed to get it sometime next year, building up the hype around it, what we can expect from this next season, and mostly, I guess, just the Walking Dead world as a whole, because as we know, the Walking Dead world right now is kind of in a holding pattern, in a sense, or just kind of in a funk, where we got Daryl Dixon Season 2 ready to come out at the end of September, but there's just, I want to say, a lot of loose ends, considering what's going on with Andy Lincoln and Denai Guerrera, if they ever plan to return to this world. Will we ever see the reunions that we want to see? That's just kind of a hot topic thing with a lot of creators right now, a lot of fans of the Walking Dead world in general. Are we ever going to see these reunions? And right now the answer is we simply don't know. And it's looking like it's not that great of a chance at the moment, because with Daryl Dixon going into Season 2, Norman Reedus has already confirmed we're going to get a third and fourth season, and he said that he wants to do it for at least another 6 or 7 years, way into 2030. And this man is not young by any chance. He is well into his 50s, I want to say. So by the time they get to what he thinks is a good end for this character, he'll be into his 60s. And then you got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who is also not young by any means. He is going to be into his 60s very soon. Lauren Cohan, probably, I want to say, in her mid to late 40s, maybe not that old, probably mid 40s. And they just keep dragging out this world, but I don't know, and I don't think they do either. Is there an end game in mind for the Walking Dead world, at least for these characters? If they plan to continue this world, if they plan to expand it with more spin-offs, new characters, by all means. But if they want to, I think, satisfy the people that have been here since the beginning and want to see a proper wrap-up to these characters, they're not in any hurry, I don't think. And I mean, obviously they're going to keep doing it as long as it keeps making money. Lauren Cohan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Norman Reedus, obviously, they're probably all getting paid very handsomely for their part in the Walking Dead world, being some of the few characters to stick around as long as they have. We have the return of Carol coming this next season with Daryl Dixon, and we just don't know, where is this all leading up to? Are we going to get reunions? Are we going to get a closing of this chapter of The Walking Dead? Is it going to really mean anything in the end? And we're at a big question mark, more or less. We don't know what's going on. I don't think they know what's going on. All they know is if it keeps making money, they're going to keep doing it. And I think that's where people kind of have a problem with Scott Gimple. I definitely have a problem with that kind of, I guess, attitude towards it, is why keep dragging this out? Yes, it might be making money, but the quality is definitely not what it used to be. The interest is definitely fading. Me as a creator, even though I have a very young channel, a very small audience right now, when The Ones Who Live was going on, I saw a spike in my videos as far as views and as far as subscribers. And since that show ended, since people got that part of it, as I guess in a sense where we got to see some sort of resolution to that story, the viewership, the subscribers came to a screeching halt. And I think that's where the problem is with the Walking Dead world now. Other than Daryl Dixon got delayed, I say at least a couple times, but more so here recently, where we saw that they were supposed to do this over the summer, and then they picked the very tail end of the summer. I mean, the end of September, not really considered summertime at that point. And so they're doing all of this with no clear direction, I don't think, as far as what they want to do with this universe, if they have an end game of any type in mind, or what they plan to do with these characters. But it's just, I guess the best way to describe it right now, it's just a big clusterfuck. and nobody knows what's really going on. We get the Dead City Season 2, where we had some new characters come in, bringing that part of the world and just taking Maggie and Negan and going after Herschel and everything. It just, I don't know, it just seems they're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall right now and just seeing if it sticks. Because there were at least talks of other spin-offs, like with Aaron and Gabriel, which I say there was probably 50-50 as far as people who wanted to see it and people who didn't care to see it. I was kind of right there in the middle. It'd be cool if they did it, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if they didn't. And so I guess I just kind of want to talk in general about the Walking Dead world, but also go over a couple of pictures. Nothing big. We just got a couple on-screen shots of the second season of Dead City. Like I said, they're a couple weeks away from completing filming with that, and they'll go into post-production. We'll get it sometime next year. But this first one's just a shot of this piece of street that they're using, where we got this closed-off building that's all boarded up, and we got police and whatnot. And it looks like we just got some Walker extras there, and I guess from what I read concerning these pictures, Lauren Cohan is actually on site right there in this part of the set anyways. But just, you don't really see much, especially even in this close-up. It's pretty grainy, and we just get Walker extras there. But the picture I really wanted to cover was this one. This is clipped from a page that I follow where I see a lot of these paparazzi shots of them filming, and this is probably snapped from somebody's social media, probably Kim Coates, I would guess, and maybe even from the official Walking Dead one, where we do get the confirmation that Season 2 is almost complete, and he says, wait till you see what we're all going to do. Damn, to be with JDM and this girl is special, like beyond no joke. Here we go. At Walking Dead AMC, seatbelts will be required come release time. And so we're getting the buildup of Kim Coates' character, who is Bruegel, who's supposed to be this other gang leader of New York, and more than likely will be, at least my opinion, he's probably going to be some competition or be some sort of problem for Negan, someone that he has to get in line. And I think they're going to butt heads. I think that's what he's being brought in to kind of give that confrontation, that internal confrontation with these characters, with these gangs, while trying to get things lined up, trying to reestablish Negan as a leader of some group. But all the while we have Maggie out there on the outside with Herschel and his reveal at the end of last season where Croat took one of his toes because he's just not right in the head. So I imagine we're going to see some confrontation where we get Maggie coming back to deal with Negan, or maybe she feels guilty for leaving him there. Maybe she's going to even attempt to save him. But I think, as we saw with a lot of paparazzi pictures here in the last couple of months, where we have Negan with a new Lucille, and more than likely, I'm guessing that Croat gave that to him as kind of a, here you go, this is a gift. This is kind of to, in a sense, remind you who you are. But I think we're going to get a situation where Maggie maybe gets in there to try to save him, or is doing recon where she can get information, and she's going to see him with that bat, and this is going to give her huge PTSD, and just, we're going to probably have a lot of crap going on all at once. But really, I just wanted to cover a couple of pictures, talk about The Walking Dead and its current state, and whether or not there is anything in the works to close all this up. I honestly don't think there is at this point. And as far as The Ones Who Live or Andy Lincoln come back, Andy Lincoln just started filming his new show over in the UK, so he's probably going to be taking a break from Rick or anything Walking Dead related for quite a while, or as long as this show will let him, because you just never know with new projects if they're going to take off or what's going to happen. But I imagine if he does actually have a successful run with his new show, it's still probably going to be quite a while. I would say a minimum of a couple of years before we hear anything about him coming back to play Rick again, or at very least do some sort of cameo in the Daryl series, because that's supposed to be hopping all over the map at this point. But anyways, I just want to talk to you about Daryl Dixon, Dead City, all of Walking Dead, and what's going on right now, and the current direction of the franchise, and if they have anything in store, which I don't think they do at this point. But I just wanted to talk about that. So if you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed my thoughts and opinions about it, please be sure to leave comments down below. I want to know what you guys have to say. And of course, leave likes and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Help me make my push to 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.